But how do you feel that you're finally taking me to Hungary after 9 long years of waiting?
We're going and we're never coming back. A WhatsAppon küldte, hogy nem tudom, hogy átment el. Ez is valamennyire újabb, nem? Szép legalább.
We spent the first 5 days of our trip in Sasalombata, a town where Beni's grandparents live. The first 5 days were solely dedicated to detach from the business of life, spend time with family, and just to rest. My body needed it, we explored our hobbies, and honestly, it was so worth it.
Oh my goodness! I am! Hello!
On our second day in Sasalombata, I got into an e-scooter accident. I had varying levels of injuries across my face, my head, my arms, my chest, my hips, and even my legs. The extent of my injuries could have been so much worse, considering I wasn't wearing any protective gear at all. I was so thankful to Beni, his grandparents, and their neighbors for assisting my recovery during this time. Having these 5 days of recovery period before we went to Budapest has been a godsend. This has truly been such an unforgettable first trip out of England already.
What a beautiful morning. So Andy's entered into her retirement phase at the moment. Her care home look is really giving whatever this is at the moment. But Andy, so this is technically now the start of your second day here. How was your first day?
It is fantastic. I think I'm still full from yesterday.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So I tried to warn her. My grandma doesn't know the meaning of no. And she also doesn't know the meaning of prepare in moderation.
I think I've eaten about 6 times yesterday.
Yeah.
And like I said, in the Philippines, it's very usual for us to eat like 5 times a day, so it's like full meals. I've not eaten like that since I was a teenager. Like at work or like in a normal day, I probably eat like 1 big meal and another one like that is a snack. Like before we left the country, I was also sick, and so I've lost about 3 kilograms. I think I've gained all 3 or more in the first day. But the food is amazing. It's out of this world. I mean, I've only had technically like 2 Hungarian meals at the moment. Like, well, 1 Hungarian meal and then 1 dessert.
True. Well, you did have our soup.
And I did have the soup, and I like some smoked cheese and salami on the sides.
Yes.
And sesame bread, sesame.
The list would just keep going if we keep talking.
Sticks, and an alcoholic beer. And tea. But anyway, like, yeah, I've eaten so much. But no, like, I just feel right at home here. Like Beni said, I've entered into my retirement phase. If I think about retirement, this is it. living the life. However, the only thing that I do not like is the attention I'm getting in this town.
Oh no, the attention.
Honestly, I'm the only Asian. I mean, actually, not even that. I'm the only non-Hungarian person I've
So
seen
far.
so far in this town, which explains why every single person I've walked at, drove by, or at Tesco have just been full on staring at me.
Oh yeah, families have turned around to witness the majesty that is Andy.
Like literally, there's a kid yesterday that walked backwards while
Just so he could keep
staring
looking at
me,
you. Yeah.
walking out of Tesco. And then we were walking back to the house because Tesco's walking distance here. So we were walking back to the house, and kid you not, there's this family inside an ice cream parlor. They were out in like the terraced area or something. Literally, the dad was like Hungarian to his family, and all of them smiling joyously, like, oh my gosh! Like, turned around and just stared. As we walked, I was like, what is this? I've never experienced that in my life. I mean, I said to Benny, like, is this how you felt when you went to the Philippines? Everyone was just
100%.
like gawking at him.
We're a rare commodity, you and I.
But I wasn't aware of how that would feel because I've never felt like that before. Even in England, like, it's so multicultural that, you know, it never happens.
Mm.
Here it's like, oh my god.
It's a fairly
stop it.
rural little village here.
So I feel both like a superstar and also like what the heck?